This part of the course is about team building. Can't get anywhere without a team. You can start without a team, but you can't get too far without a team. And so building the foundation and retention of your team is very important. Like most parts of building your company, you want to build your team slowly and steadily and with intention. You can start with just yourself. You can be a solopreneur and get very far to start, but you want to start putting together the pieces. I was going to do a sports metaphor, but I don't think I'm very good at that. You want to start putting together the pieces, maybe like putting together the band. You know, there's a drummer, there's a lead singer, there's a guitarist, there's someone who is perhaps writing the music, producing. All of that is what I think about when I think about building companies, because you can have somebody in the front. You know, I've played that role before, but you're going to have people beside you, keeping you on track and doing things that you don't necessarily know how to do or like doing. Leadership, we hear a lot about leadership. There's a difference between being the boss and being a leader. I think it's important to think through what you want your company to be, what you want the culture, yes, and the vibe, and how do you want it to play out day to day. I remember when I started Backstage, I said, I want this to be the company that I've always wanted to work at. And I use that intentionality every single day, even up till today, thinking about who is the person who wants to join Backstage as an employee? Who's the person who's going to ride for Backstage? How do I attract them? How do I take care of them? And how do I keep them here? And so little things, but like making sure that my website was inclusive and made sure that it looked like a place and that was accurately a place where people felt like they belong, they felt at home. When you talk about retention, I thought through what's more important. You know, is it more important to save a little bit of money and have more people working more hours and more days? Or is it more important to keep star players and star people on my team by offering them the things that they need in their lifestyle and in their lives to make them the best versions of themselves? So all kinds of benefits, and as we could start to afford those things, they were important. It was notable that I started thinking about health benefits, vacation days, before I had one employee. So you don't necessarily want to get all the way to hiring, and all of a sudden you have to figure out, what am I supposed to do next? You want to think that through as much as you're thinking about your competition or thinking about what your product does. Because if you know it takes a team to get where I want to go, and you don't want to have a lot of turnover, you think through that early on. And it pays off in a way that very few things can. Creating a culture, a sense of camaraderie at your company is paramount as well. And sometimes that's not an easy thing to do when you have a little bit of cash and you have people working in different parts of the country or not seeing each other every day. But there are small things you can do. I think making note of small details has helped me more than I thought it could. Starting out, we didn't have a lot of capital. It was just struggle. And at the same time, I wanted to attract people. So what I made sure to do was to get to know employees beyond them clocking in and see if I could offer the smallest thing, even if it was just remembering certain things about what they liked or offering things that I could control. Like I can control offering a day off as a bonus. I can control offering to let you leave early on your birthday or skip the day altogether on your spouse's birthday, et cetera. This all isn't just lip service. I get so much done in a given day, in a given year, because of my team. I say it all the time. There's no way I could have the success that I have, that I could that I could execute the way that I do if I didn't have this team in place. And I'm trying to keep them as long as I can. So it's important to start off on that right footing, have that foundation, use the playbook, and go back to the playbook more than once, right? Keep it up to date. What do your team members need from you today?